Warning! Warning! The following video is intended for educational and entertainment use only. The content will include disturbing images, violent scenarios, and explicit language. This video is intended for 18 plus and older audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
This just in. Joey Merlino and his co-host Lil Snuff decided to release an episode that was specifically from episode 77 when Joey Merlino had made the statement about saving Nicky Scarfo Sr.'s life. Previously, when that video was uploaded, the only way to watch the full content was to go on their Patreon account so you can watch some of the exclusive footage, but now they decided to release a snippet from the general public just recently. We can't show you the video in the way it's in motion, but we'll show you a still image with the audio capturing so you can see the content yourself and give it more full context to how Joey Merlino describes how he saved Nicky Scarfo Sr.'s life, as you will see here.
You saved Nicky Scarfo Sr.'s life.
Yeah,
you know,
it's true.
How old were you? When was this?
Fucking 81. I don't know what the fuck it was. Here's what happened. It's all public knowledge, what I'm telling you. It's in court. It was out in the papers. Phil Testa's house got blown up. Ooh, I was there that night. Me and Marty. Marty, we were in Bank Street. It was a restaurant he had. We went home. Marty was with Salvi. Marty drove Salvi to the hospital. I heard the fucking explosion. I went home. Jackson, I heard the fucking explosion from here. Anyway, make a long story short, the newspaper, I guess the next couple of days, they put in there that it was the Daily News and the Inquirer. So they put roofing nails in the bomb, something with the fucking bomb. There was roofing nails. They were trying to say roofers did it. You know, they're just, you know how they fucking exaggerate, lie, fake news.
Yeah. The media says whatever they want.
Right. So nobody had no idea who did it. This is from the paper and the court records where nobody had no idea. A friend of mine comes to me. There was a girl we knew. Now, we're young. We're fucking 19, 20.
Yeah.
The girl was dating this kid. She comes to us and says, I know who made the bomb. I thought she was going to come to me and say, my girlfriend likes you. Like, you want to go? You want to go on a double date? You know, the four of us.
Yeah.
I know. What bomb? I know what the fuck she's talking about. She said the bomb. I thought she was like, but she wasn't a nut. You know, the bomb that blew Phil Tesla. Who? She said Teddy DiPietro. Who the fuck is he? I don't even know who the fuck he is. Nobody knew who he was. Like, he wasn't. He didn't hang around us. Like, we all hung around. He was young. He wasn't. I don't know. I still don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
She was dating him.
Wow.
And he said that he made the bomb. He put it in Phil's doorway. It's all public record. It was in the fucking paper. They blew him up. And he said Father's Day, he was going to blow Nicky's house up on Father's Day on George Avenue. He was going to put a bomb in his doorway when he walked in and blow Nicky up.
Nicky Scarfo Sr.
Yeah, the father, yeah. That was the plan. I think they killed Phil in March. Father's Day, they were going to blow Nicky's door up. So she tells me this. I go back, I tell my father and Salvi, I said, I don't know who the fuck this girl came to me. I said, I think it's true. I don't think, like, she's not a nut, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She said this guy, Teddy DiPietro. So I was like, nobody knew who the fuck he was. Who the fuck's he? I said, I don't know. If I come to find out, he worked in bookbinders. Started out as busboy's waiter. Salvi, I think Philip and my uncle went there. I know Salvi went there. I don't know who the fuck he went with. Yeah. They went there to eat, like, I guess to see if the guy was in there. And he was in there, and the kid spotted him. And then the next day, a couple of days later, he went in the program. And
right to the witness protection program. It took off.
And he became an informant too. And then it all came out.
Yeah,
he was an informant.
So you saved his life, because if that girl
never
comes to you,
the girl don't come to me. They blow Nicky's fucking house up, fucking Father's Day. I guess that's what he told he was going to do. But
so there you have it. Joey Merlino has mentioned Teddy DiPietro. We've covered that video before, but in case you are not aware of the full context of that scenario, here it is exclusively describe the life of Teddy DiPietro and how he played a part of the Chicken Man Philip Testa's demise and what happened in the aftermath as a result. He was one of the key players of taking out one of Philadelphia's godfathers. He was a young waiter who would directly work with the Philadelphia crime family. He was not a main guy in the group, but he made a bomb that blew up the boss and will one day change the course of their leadership. This is the story of Theodore Ted DiPetrotto. As we disclose this video, we'll be only covering the documents of which we would cover on Theodore Ted DiPetrotto, as he's only been marked for his criminal history during the early 1980s. There's very little articles going over his personal and background life, but we will disclose based on our research to what we have of him. The beginning. In the year of 1980 would change the Philadelphia crime family forever. The godfather, Angelo Bruno, who reigned the city of Philadelphia as his godfather for 21 years from 1959 to 1980 due to his untimely demise. The godfather was brutally gunned down in front of his home on 9th and Snyder Avenue. The untimely demise of Angelo Bruno will mark the beginning of the years of the eternal violence for control of the Philadelphia crime family, leading to a gradual decline in the family's stability. One of the key figures that would play a part of that was Theodore Ted DiPetrotto. Angelo Bruno's successor, Philip Testa, also known as the Chicken Man, would take the reign as the city's godfather. However, just like Bruno, there was an internal conflict happening within the crime family. Frank Chicky Narducci, a long-time member of the Philadelphia crime family, he would work with Pete Casella, the underboss that Testa made under his regime. Peter Casella was a drug dealer and was a longtime family member, and unbeknownst to Testa, there was a coup to go after his rank as the godfather. Frank Chicky Narducci had the money, but Peter Casella did not, so therefore to overthrow Testa, Frank Chicky Narducci would pay Pete Casella to overthrow Philip Testa, so he would be the boss. In exchange, Peter Casella would be financed through this type of transaction. However, like all other criminal organizations, there comes a trickle-down effect. Peter Casella had his driver, Rocco Marinucci, who was not a made member, but he was an associate. Rocco Marinucci was a pizza parlor, and within his block that he lived on between 12th and Dickinson, he also recruited younger people. One of these young people that he recruited to do any violent activities would be Theodore DiPetrotto. All these members, from Frank Chicky Narducci, Peter Casella, Rocco Marinucci, Theodore Ted DiPetrotto, and other members would now take in the participation of Philip Testa's demise. On a cold night, March 15th, 1981, as the dawn of the new day was coming, it was still pitch black. Mob boss Philip Testa had just come back from his restaurant, Virgilio's, and was willing to step into his house. As soon as he stepped forward to the porch, unbeknownst to him, he left his car double parked. Behind that vehicle was also a black Volkswagen filled with many members of his own entourage. The reports state that Rocco Marinucci, Peter Casella, and Theodore DiPetrotto were involved in that vehicle. DiPetrotto created a bomb underneath Testa's porch. Rocco Marinucci is reported to be the one that would detonate it. As soon as Testa reached his hand for the doorknob, there was a massive explosion that blew the reigning godfather into bits. He was mortally wounded. The whole block of Porter Street would take a huge smash, will feel the rumbling effects of the explosion, destroying windows, property, and will blow up his whole entire porch, waking up the entire neighborhood of the South Philadelphia region. Testa will succumb to his injuries, and this will mark another loss of the city of Philadelphia, losing two godfathers in less than a year. It's unprecedented and untimely. As the rumors and media started circulating around, so were the family members that were a part of the entourage. What many people did not know is that Theodore Ted DiPetrotto had his own skeletons in his closet, while he was being harassed by Rocco Marinucci, who once again was not a made member but an associate of the Philadelphia crime family. Thus came across, and there was more internal conflict within the family members and associates. And there's been so much different things that's happened to all these Philadelphia crime family members after the slaying of Testa. Frank Chicky Narducci lost his life in the barrel of gunfire through Philadelphia crime family members. Rocco Marinucci also was slain, as we mentioned before in the articles. Peter Casella was banished from the Philadelphia crime family and died just a few years after the brutal executions of all his associates. Theodore Ted DiPietro was found guilty and is currently serving a life sentence even to this day. His mother, Diane DiPietro, had passed away in June 2008. Here's also a picture of her obituary. Here's a picture from her obituary from the Philadelphia Inquirer, as you can see here listed from her records and the family relatives. Ted is also mentioned into the obituary as well. Recently, DiPietro was mentioned from Gene Borello. For those who are not familiar with Gene Borello is an Italian-American criminal and former associate of the Bonanno crime family, one of the 5 families of New York. He later became a government witness, agreeing testifying against the crime family members. He now is currently a podcaster, author, and motivational speaker. He once mentioned that he was in prison, DiPietro, and here is from his perspective, seen here.
Thousands of fucking copies, you know?
How did the book come out? Like, did somebody approach you?
I wrote it in jail.
Okay.
So that was my plan originally, write a book.
Right.
I did it with the guy, Teddy DiPietro. He was a hitman for the Philadelphia mob, actually. The guy that blew up the Chicken Man. He put the nail bomb under his stoop. They blew him up. And, this guy,
I don't know who the Chicken Man is.
He was the boss of Philadelphia.
Okay.
And they blew him up with a nail bomb. And I was with the guy that made it and did it. And,
okay.
It was like, you could look it up. It literally took out the whole first floor of his house.
So it
leveled the whole they said the whole block shook. That's how bad. Yeah, so I was with him.
So he wasn't fucking around.
He's actually a very smart guy, though. He actually helped me, sat with me every day with a typewriter. He's a lifer. They fucked him. He got life anyway.
He did blow up a building.
Well, no, I'm saying, but but he cooperated and he got screwed. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Philly had a bad cooperation thing, whatever, at the time. He got screwed, but he sat with me every day with a typewriter. And we sat every day for like 2 hours a day, and we went through the whole thing. And it took me like a year almost to do it.
Yeah.
And then we had the thing, 350 pages, made it. When I came home, I hooked up with a family friend named Louis Romano, and then he sat with me, same thing, we went over it. And my cover of the book, I picked that, and everyone said, no, it's not going to work. That was the gold mine. The cover, everyone says that was genius. You know, the faces, the Welcome to Howard Beach sign, people loved the cover, and it attracted a lot of attention. And when I came out with it, it sold, I think I have a bestseller. It's a bestseller. It sold over 10,000 copies. Autographed copies I sell to my Instagram. I sold hundreds of them. Hundreds of them.
Bro, isn't that weird? You don't like, to me, I thought it was.
In the year 1983, despite pleading guilty for the Philip Testa murder, DiPietro was also held for murder when it came to Edward Bianculli, and now he's currently serving 2 life sentences after the loss of both these men. So as you heard from Gene Borello, that DiPietro had assisted him during his harsh times in jail and is still alive to this day. Unfortunately, he has missed out a lot of life and years behind bars, losing his mother, several other friends and relatives. However, no one cannot forget the legendary stories that's been heard around the Philadelphia crime family, since he's always overshadowed by all the other key figures in the Philadelphia criminal underworld. This is the story of Theodore Ted DiPietro.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out more of our content. Feel free to give your feedback and suggestions on what we should do next in the comments. This is Infinite Lee Productions. We love ya.